Ah, so here we are. I just went on a midnight ride on the motorcycle. It's around 2 o'clock now. And I got me a pack of cigarettes. I don't know why I woke up at 1:30, but I did. So here we are. First night, day, it's been dry enough to risk a ride if you don't want to get soaked to the bone. And going to work soaking wet is not an option, unfortunately. But yeah, had a good time. Just relax, sit back, slow roll, not getting in any hurry, looking out for deer, dog, and hog. But been really busy recently. Being as I'm way over 56 and a half, I went and got me a big withdrawal of my 401k. I'm going to hire a lawyer. And before I completely go on retirement around January, I'm going to make sure I got bankruptcy proceedings coming my way. So that I know that I'm completely clear. They can't put a claim against my property, which is my little 250 motorcycle and the old 92 S10 pickup, or my Social Security. So we'll do that, get that out of the way. It's business, people, it's not personal. You want to make sure that you're good, set up, nobody can claim anything against you. And I'm going to do that, so I got that coming. Looking for it every day in the mail. Go talk to the lawyer, get everything set up. I want it to be the first week in January when it happens. What else? You know, you get to a certain age and you've lived through a lot of life and you've seen a lot of other people go through things. I've made sure that my bank account has survivorship for my eldest daughter. In case something ever happens to me, they have access to that money to... I just told them I don't care. Put me in a garbage can, throw me out in a big ditch somewhere. I'll be dead. It won't matter. But what I have done is I've locked down all my bank accounts, credit cards, and even if they get stolen, nobody can use them. For me, they're, after putting myself in some big old debt to take care of my two daughters there for a couple of years, I've learned that by myself, I don't necessarily have the needs that two young ladies would have. I have lots of wants, needs, and desires, and all cost money. So I've got everything locked down where nobody can get a hold of it. There's no way for anybody else to get money out of my accounts. I'm going to continue that way for the rest of my life. And I will be traveling to the Philippines probably somewhere the first or second week of February next year. I'm going to spend a minimum of 6 weeks over there and then come back and give me a little job here in the States, work for about 6 months, and see a snowflake. Whether I'm on an airplane, I'm out of here. And, yeah, I've been talking to a young lady over there for the better part of 10 years now. She's working on her master's degree, working as a school teacher. And I encourage her every chance I get, you know, to just, whatever you dream, if you're willing to work that hard, you can get anything in this world you want. But done some careful consideration. Let me get a cup of coffee real quick. Yeah, trailers for silver, rooms for medicine. No home, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. So, it'll probably be unacceptable to 99.9% of all females. We've been thinking about tying the knot for a few years now. But we're going to have a serious face-to-face when I get there. I'm going to tell her, here's the deal. We will both go to the doctor. We will both get tested for those kind of diseases. You know what I'm talking about. Both of us will. It'll give us both reassurances, Of course, I haven't even wanted to be exposed for, 2018. I just didn't have time for it. I was too busy working, trying to get myself debt free and take care of my daughters here. And just, like living alone. I have a clean house, always. All my bills get paid, always. I'm just not a fool around type of person. I guess they kicked me back to the Army days way back. And they'd kick you in your butt if you wasn't doing the right thing. But we're going to go have that test, or we're not going to get married. Then we're going to go see a lawyer, and we're going to have a prenup that's going to be good for both of us. And all that prenups can be really, really simple. If either party cheats in the marriage, they walk away with exactly what they brought. Nothing more. The other party, the innocent party, gets everything else. That's going to be applied to both me and her equally. And that's just the way I feel about it. Either you're a faithful, loyal partner, or you just need to move out. Period. Go your way. Do what you want to do. It's not about forgiveness or vengeance or anything else. It's just the party that makes the decision that they no longer want their relationship, and that's what you do when you cheat. You'd rather have a relationship with someone else than you would with your spouse. Pretty simple. Okay, see ya. Wouldn't want to be you. Just the way I feel about that. That's the way I feel about that. But I'm about to lay down and do my nap till daylight. And April's been a lot rainier than it has all winter. I mean, most winters it's really wet. Few ice storms, 2 or 3 ice storms down here where I live. But most of the time it's cold and raining and you're freezing your butt off because you're soaking wet all the time. Pretty miserable, about 30, 35 degrees when you're soaking wet. Been a dry winter. It was a dry fall. And most of the rain we've got in the last 6 months has been right here in the month of April, end of March, and April so far. It's supposed to rain for another 10, 12 days. And that's good. Of course, it makes me have to mow the grass like crazy, but hey, gives me out in the yard, gets me some exercise, and giving me poison ivy. This whole arm was covered with poison ivy. And, whoo, my goodness. Just kept spreading. It's like just keeps on going. Gift that keeps giving. Other than that, yeah, I'm setting everything up and get dried out here in May. Hopefully it will. I'm gonna start getting rid of things I don't need. I'm gonna try to get myself down to the bare minimum I need to live on. Because I've always had a theory: the more you own, the more time you spend maintaining everything than you do enjoying everything. But got the money coming. Going to get my lawyer started on bankruptcy. Try to get that come through around the first week or two of January. Already call the car company. Got my fancy car voluntarily repoed, so I can quit paying that $700 a month plus insurance. And motorcycles paid for, the old 92's paid for. They both run, they get me to work and back. And every now and then I get to travel from here to there. But yeah, well, that's pretty good. My old buddy's been texting me the last couple of days. We won't have a big get together, but well, if I can figure out a way to get the money. And it's like on a Saturday, I can come down there, we can party hardy, do whatever we want to. And then I can ride my little bike and go to the hotel for the overnight. A nice hot shower, a little TV, and a good night's sleep. Other than that, And then just gonna try to cruise through and work my butt off and try to pay as much off as I can and keep up with the bills and the maintenance on the house, bike and the truck. And head over to the Philippines. I'll get me a place to stay over there ahead of time. When I walk over there, I just go to the landlord, pick the keys up, and move in. See what kind of face-to-face relationship me and the old gal can have. If it works out, great. If it don't work out, I'm still happy. I'll take a few local trips, you know, around the, I love the mountains, so I'll probably travel up and through the mountains and stay in the smaller towns. And between now and the end of the month, I'm going to start back on my Tagalog lessons, which is the basis of the Filipino language. And we'll see what we can get accomplished, boys and girls. Nothing like giving it your best shot, and if it don't work out, always have your backup plan ready. Escape plan, as I like to call it. Buy an airplane ticket and get the hell out. Nothing wrong with planning and everything, but like I said, if it all falls apart and you crash and burn somewhere and you don't need an escape plan no more, you fix it to where your kids can grab your money and get you buried up and what have you. Hopefully have a little bit left over for themselves. These days you don't know. Anyway, till next time, we'll talk to you. Y'all be good now. Bye.